G'day comrade subscribers, hope you're all well. So I started my Patreon last night, so check it out if you're interested. If not, don't. There is a free membership and there's a $2 tier. So let's see. So today with the Speccy issue 2, I thought, well, we'll continue troubleshooting, but I want to make up, so I've been using the composite output. I thought I might just try the RGB output. So with Charlie's vRetro VLA82, which isn't there, goes in place of the ULA, it's wherever I've put it, gives you the option of 2 formats of RGB out. So I was thinking of using this one here. So it's 8-pin DIN. Pinout is supposed to be identical to the Spectrum Plus 2A. So I've got my 8-pin DIN here, just double check it fits. Yep, like so. Okay. So I just use plain old GBS82 board, just plain vanilla like that. It's good enough for me for now. So what I'll do is, I've got my 8-pin DIN, I've got my RGBS cable to plug into the GBS8200 there. I've got some braid, some plastic braid to make my cable look a bit more professional, and I'll get some glued heat shrink. So the Plus 2A, what bits of paper do I have here? RGB difference, Plus 2A, Plus 3. Modifying 2A or 3 to output composite on the RGB port. I'm not really fussed if I've got RGB output. So it does have, by default, it does have plus 12 volts. Okay, another plus 12 volts. So pin 2 is ground, pin 3 audio out. Well, we don't need to worry about that in this case because Charlie's given us an audio out port on there. So it's just pin 2, pin 4 composite sync, and then pin 6, 7, 8. So that's all you need basically, is the five wires. So let me get started. Right, one end is done as per usual, just some glued heat shrink just to hold the braid in place. And now it's time to do the DIN plug end as usual, or well, not as usual, but always remember, put this on first. Don't go and put this on and then realize you need to put that on. Anyway, so regular viewers are probably sick and tired of this, but I've seen me do this every time, loads of times. But yeah, so one thing I like to do just to make it a lot easier to solder this is just to use some flux. So I just dip the ends in some flux there. Just makes it so much easier to solder on. Oh, and I like to also use little bits of clear. My box of heat shrink. I don't know, maybe just little clear ones on each wire, just to ensure that they're electrically isolated from each other, so they don't touch. Anyway, so let's get that done. And there we go. So that should be correct according to that diagram. So now we just need to put the plug on and we'll give it a try. I'm not expecting that my Speccy is suddenly working, but I just want to make sure that we're getting the correct video output from the cable and the VLA82 as well. Now the cable is all ready. I just need to remove the old modulator and then I can I don't really, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, I need to remove it, don't I? It's not interfering. And then we'll try the RGB out with the VLA82. And so yeah, I've already had the modulator out once because I've earlier converted it to composite output, which I just did like that, nice and simple. So get that off and put that on. Right, we're ready to go. We've got the cable connected up, VLA 82 in. Unfortunately, I've already tried it, so I know what's going to happen. This mess here. So I've got my GBS A200. Don't worry about the mess. The output was connected to my VGA to HDMI converter, which then goes to this USB capture. But for some reason, I don't think this was working. So I've just connected the GBS 8200 straight up to my screen. And what? It's working. So yeah, so it's I've got diagnostic ROM just plugged in at the moment. So yeah, okay. Well, I don't have a, all right. Okay, I don't know if this is supposed to happen. Obviously I don't have a keyboard plugged in at the moment. Oh, okay. We might have some errors. Oh, okay, so there may be some errors. So IC3, IC4, can't really tell because it's corrupted. Okay. All right, I think dinner soon, so this is better than I've had before. And also, yeah, so this is using the RGB output from the VLA 82 as well. So I need to get that so I can do a proper video capture for you guys. But that's looking better. Maybe I should put the original ROM in. Maybe I should put the Spectrum ROM back in and then connect the diagnostic ROM via cartridge. Might do that after dinner. But that's much better than I've had. At least I can see the text. Okay, I think I've got the video capture working now, so let's just kick that off and then power on. So it seems to be okay, so maybe after it warms up perhaps we get the errors. Alright, well I don't have a keyboard plugged in. What was that? Okay, lower RAM addressing error, yes. Okay, but it's the same two blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So left is okay, middle is corrupt, then next one's okay, and then the right one's corrupt. Okay, so maybe from that, let's just power off again and power on. All right, so we're still, okay, yeah. So if you power off too quickly, I guess you don't let the capacitors fully discharge. There's still stuff in memory. Let's power off again. All right, so we're getting somewhere. So IC13, IC6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the lower RAM here. And that's obviously what's involved in the screen graphics, which is what we've been having problems with all along. Alright, so if I leave it powered off for a while, it's okay initially powering up. But then once the problem happens, it's, yeah, it's permanent. Okay. Suspect something IC3/IC4, so depending on what parts of the video is handled by what. So I'm going to have to do some research on that, I think. But we're making a little bit of progress, I think. That's more than what we've had before. Okay, so so what I'll do is I'll remove the diagnostic chip. Let's just stop this recording. All right, so I'm going to remove the diagnostic chip, put the original ROM back in, and then see if I can run it off the cartridge. I've got the original Spectrum ROM back in. I've got the interface 2 with the cartridge, so I've got, because it's 32K ROM, so I've got two diagnostics on here, selectable via that. So let's see what that gets us. Okay, start recording, power on again. What happens now? Okay. Oh, maybe it's a game. Maybe I'll put a game in there. Oh, I don't, hang on, how many? Oh, maybe you can fit 4 images on here. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. So still, okay, we know we've got lower RAM issues. What does that upper button do? Okay, I think this is another diagnostic that isn't doing much. Okay, other one. All right, it's not doing much. Last one, I think. Excellente. All right, and we'll just try it without the ROM at all in, I think. Power off. Just power on. Okay. All right, I think I've got enough information, maybe, to do some more research. What are they? 4116. Do I have 4116? Or is there a replacement actually? Can you actually just replace these? Because I know these were half. Oh, no, these were 4116. So these are 16 kilobit, are they? So if they're 16 kilobit each, we've got 8, so that's 16 kilobytes. Anyway, I'll do some research. Oh! Maybe I should plug a keyboard in. Anyway, all right. So I wonder if it'd be worth just replacing this with a modern RAM, modern replacement board. I have to do some research. One more, power off, and then power on. Yeah, all right. I think we had better luck with the diagnostic ROM. I'll leave that in there. With the diagnostic ROM actually plugged in. Let's just plug that in again. Power on. Yeah, okay, so it's got to the stage where now it's kind of warmed up, I guess. So if I leave it now for half an hour and come back to it, then we'll... Interesting. Okay. Making a little bit of progress. But say I had got this fixed. The idea is... Well, let me just stop recording there. So the idea is, with my fancy new blue case, is that my little specky goes in there. And then which way will this go? Does it go in like that? Or does it go in the other way around? Okay, it goes in like that. Yeah, okay, so it's flat. It goes in like that. Connect those up. And obviously I'm going to have to do something about these wires. Tie them, maybe tie them down perhaps. And then seal it up like that. Okay, so it's a bit It's a bit loose, but it is held in there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a proper little Speccy. Okay, I know it's not the original case, but didn't come with an original case, so I'm doing my best. Doing my best to restore her. Okay, all right, some more troubleshooting on that lower RAM. Hopefully that was of some interest. I'm making progress. I'm getting there. Bye for now.